Economy doing? How you managing?
To
How you
God be the
coping?
glory. You are doing well.
To God be the glory.
Mm.
Mm. You know the Bible says in everything we should give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning us is Christ Jesus.
Mm.
There's no amount of time you put together to work together as a team that will not succeed. For some time now, we've been looking at different stages in marriage. Many stages, and the way you manage it determine how you survive, how you will move forward, how you grow together. Instead of growing apart, you begin to grow together, because two cannot work together except they be in agreement. Marriage is a very serious institution that God have created to benefit the two people that are involved to continue the job that he gave to us, continue procreation. You know, husband and wife come together, you bring forth, you give birth to a child, and you train the child, because God desire a godly seed from us as his children. Well, let's go. We're going to be discussing different stages of marriage. We started this thing for some weeks now, and we'll continue. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, our viewers, and thank you for always tuning into Family Life program. Our desire in this program is to see that your marriage get better, your relationship get better, husband and wife begin to work together as a team
Mm.
to have a better result. That is the essence of this program. And I know that as you listen to continuation, as we look at the stages of marriage, your marriage will never remain the same. And if there's anything we discuss and you discover that, oh, this aspect, I'm not too good in this aspect, what this program is all about is for us to change,
Mm.
is for us to adjust, so that you can begin to see the good side of your partner, your wife, and your husband. So we actually look at a romance stage, we look at irritation stage. When people marry and at the initial time, you don't see anything wrong with what your partner is doing, because you just believe that, oh, two of us are one, things will actually work out fine. When you graduate to the irritation stage, when you begin to look, oh, why is he snoring? Why is she talking like this? Why is he not pronouncing this word like this? Not, oh, it's like he's not well educated. Oh, he's not well. So you begin to see some fault and all those ones. So that is the stage that we are. And in that same irritation stage, that is when you now begin to see when hunger, a little thing that your partner will do, stir you up. Okay, so we put down some things here, and I believe that it will be a blessing to you, for you to know. When you know these things, you now begin to say, how do I adjust? What do I need to do? So that when I'm in this stage, I'll be able to manage. Because if you don't manage this stage properly, you cannot get to the next stage where you now begin to, accept the person the way he is. So it's the way you manage this stage that will determine whether you get to that stage.
Okay, you
This,
are talking about anger stage. I just want to read a Bible verse to be our foundation this morning, because you see, God is the creator of every man and woman. And when both of us do the right thing, we'll get a better result. I want to read from the book of Ephesians, Ephesians chapter number 4, verse 26. He said, go ahead and be angry. You do well to be angry. But don't use your anger as a fuel for revenge. Do not stay angry. Don't go to bed angry. It's very important for you to know that you don't go to bed being angry. And another one I will look at, the verse 27 said, don't give the devil that kind of foothold in your life. And the 29th verse said, watch the way you talk. Don't let nothing foul or dirty come out of your mouth. Say only what helps. Each word is a gift. Let your word be a gift
mm,
to your partner. Each word you speak is a gift. Let your word be a gift in the life of your partner. Let your word be a gift. Now, anger is there. Anybody, but direct it in the right place. Don't allow your anger to cause you to begin to want to kill your partner, to begin to want to do something. Somebody, definitely, somebody you stay together, you live together, definitely you might do something you don't like, you get angry. But direct your anger. Don't use your anger as a means for you to allow the devil to use you. And you said, like the other man I was reading about that killed his wife in a state in Nigeria, he said that he was angry. He didn't know he was going to die. Actually, two men in less than 1 month killed their wife. One of them said he didn't know the woman would die, where the woman said she's tired, she doesn't want to have sex that night that she feel tired, the man felt, you feel tired
have
to
right to
come,
be tired.
the man doesn't have, and the man decided to use blow on her. The other one was bet. He used bet, and the other one said he didn't know he was going to die. Nobody, you don't need to take your partner's life because you are angry. You see, you must learn to have self-control. You must begin to have, develop self-control. If you don't stop that anger will stop you. Now look at what will happen to the man right now. Your wife says she's tired, she doesn't want to have sex, and you decided to beat her and she's dead.
Little patient.
Now you are going to jail. Will you now be having sex in a prison? You see, just tolerance, patience, you will get the best. I just feel like I will lay that foundation so that
Very
your neighbors
important.
build upon it.
It's very important. You know, because the word of God, it says, be hungry and sin not. Do not allow your anger to go down. So always settle your differences. So you discover that in this irritation stage, these are some of the things that begin to come up. When little thing, what your partner will do, begin to cause you to be angry. But when you are angry, control your anger. Because at that moment that you are angry, you are no longer in control. The anger has taken over you. And if it takes over you, that is what leads to death, that is what leads to a whole lot of destruction. So look at what we put down there. Say, this is when the repetition of such weaknesses get on your nerves and you display anger. The introverted partner stuff it in and either keep malice, avoid you, or stubbornly continue with the irritating habits. This is the stage you begin to wonder, have I really married the wrong man or wrong woman? Have I married the wrong woman? No, you did not. You are simply going through a phase together. You discover that because both of you are not from the same family, you're not from the same background, you did not grow up together, you did not have the same knowledge that the other person have, you discover that the person's attitude and character, the way he behaves, will begin to sometimes make you feel uncomfortable. And that's why it's very important for those of us that are married or you have not married, for you to begin to study why people act the way they do. Why are they behaving like this? Why is their character like this? When you are able to study that, it will make you to know on how to live with the partner that you married to. So you discover that in this stage, maybe your wife is repeating one thing over and over. Is asking you, I need this, this one, this one. It begins to get to your nerves. You begin to wonder that it's like it's disturbing you. But you discover when you are in romance stage, you accept it,
You overlook all those
you
kind of
overlook those things, okay, don't worry, I will do it. But when you not get to this, you begin to but she's supposed to have known this.
Yes.
Why is she not getting? Or the man too, the man is asking you, okay, I want you to just make sure you arrange this thing like this one is like. So as he's saying it, he comes to the house, he's saying that thing repeatedly over and over. If he's in the romance stage, he will just overlook it. But now he now begins to say, but she's an adult, she's supposed to know what to do. So if you don't manage that situation at that time, it can lead to something else. That is what leads to separation. That is what leads to malice in marriage, when husband and wife can stay for years without not talking.
Now, you was talking about the introverted partner. The one that take it in.
Yes.
And now, you need to know there are extroverts, there are extroverts.
Yeah.
Now, who are you? That is why we're talking about know yourself. You know, for us to live a successful marriage life, knowledge is very important.
Very important.
The knowledge you know, and that knowledge, I'm not talking about the knowledge of this and that. I'm talking about the knowledge of knowing who your partner is. Who your partner is. You should know who is this person. Because if you don't know that person, there's no way both of you can dwell together successfully. And that will lead me to talk about what the Bible says in the book of 1 Peter, chapter number 3, verse 7. It says, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Yes.
Now, when you have that knowledge of your partner, I'm not talking about knowledge of women. I'm talking about the knowledge of your wife, the knowledge of your husband, not just general knowledge. I'm talking about specific knowledge, knowing the person that both of you are on a journey together, that when you know that person, you find out that both of you can function very well. You know this person is like this, you know this person is like this. Now, why do you need knowledge to be able to dwell and enjoy your marriage? You need knowledge so that it will make you, both of you, live together in peace, in harmony, and progressively, and have value for that institution that you have come to stay with your partner, and both of you are partner, not for 1 month, not for 2 years, not for 3 years, not for 4, not for 20, not for 30, not for 30, not for 50. Is for life.
For life.
And because it's for life, you find out that the knowledge that you should have in the life of both of you together as partners, it is not the knowledge of 10 years. It's not an old knowledge. You cannot say, oh, I have finished knowing this person. No. At every stage, you need information, knowledge about that person. You know, when we got married newly, the knowledge I have about my wife is different from the knowledge that I have after we have kids. And after we have kids, the knowledge I have about her is different from the knowledge I have about her when the kids are now grown. Every day, as our life is changing, because there is only one thing that is permanent in life, is change. As we change constantly, as we change progressively in our life, as we move from one phase to another, we need that information at every stage. And that information at this stage will not jump on you. The information at each stage will come when you dwell, when you love, when you cherish, when you care, when you have hunger to know this person. And as you begin to know that person, you will now accept that person and enjoy this journey. Enjoy this journey of life. Not killing the person, because if you kill that person, the one you are going to get, no human apart from God, there is no anybody in this world that is perfect. So you are never going to have a perfect person. You are never going to have a perfect husband. You are never going to have a perfect wife. You are going to have somebody that God have created and given it to you as a raw material, and it's your business, it's your job for you to be the refined product. And the refined product is what is where you display knowledge. I give you an example. Nigeria as a nation produce crude oil. And that crude oil need to go through a process of refine. And when you refine it, in that crude, you can get so many other things from the crude. That is how, when you marry, you need to have you have to refine that woman. You have to refine that man. And when you refine the man and refine the woman through knowledge, you begin to get a lot of benefit. That is where your helper will come out, your husband, the one you desire that you have in your head. Even before you get married, you begin to have that man, that woman, you have the best. And that person will always say, oh, I didn't know my husband is like this. The knowledge you have that person when you were courting is different from the knowledge you have now that you are married. It's very important, because you can only enjoy the best of your marriage life by knowledge. And a lot of us, we just stop learning. We don't read. We don't go for conferences. We don't attend any program. You feel because you can have sex, that's all. Anybody can have sex. Even a goat have sex, dog have sex. But the human life is more than sex. You need an understanding, you need knowledge, and so that you can enjoy the best in your marriage. Hello, partner. I just feel to express that so that we can move on.
It's very important for you to spend time to actually study your partner.
Oh, yeah.
Because the problem we are having is that people are leaving their vineyard and looking at somebody else's vineyard. And on the process, then you see your vineyard being grown with grass. Because while you are looking at somebody, so it's for you to know your husband. But do it according to knowledge. Just know your husband, know your wife. There are things that your wife will accept. There are things he will not accept. There are things that your husband accepts. There are things that he will not accept. So when you know that, it will make you to know how to dwell with him. It will make you to know how to live with him. But most times people ignore this, that after all we are married. It's not just enough that after all you are married, you say, we are 25 years in marriage. We keep knowing ourselves. We are still studying ourselves. There are still some things that, that will happen. They're just, okay, so this aspect, then you learn. Every process in life, in marriage, we learn. But most times people don't want to learn. They want to act. they want to react. And on the process of reacting, that is
Something
where
happen.
issue will now come. You don't have to react, it's for you to know, why did my husband behave like this? Why did my wife behave like this? So how do I handle it? What do I do? And that's why we are saying that in this irritation stage, if you don't know how to manage yourself properly, it has the ability to scatter the marriage.
Yeah, the marriage will break. And that's
The
why
marriage
you
will
have
break.
a lot of breaking.
Most marriages you see today that is breaking, separating, which is not the mind of God concerning our marriage, is as a result of this stage. Inability to manage this stage, when these things begin to, when our attitude, our habits begin to showcase.
We can no longer pretend.
We can no longer pretend. You are not just you.
You are you, and you want to be you.
You know, when you are in courtship, there are some things you try to package and polish. And then, even when you marry newly, there are still some things that are still, you are still trying to...
You are not putting your leg on the ground very well.
You are just come, you are trying...
You are still trying
but
to...
you discover that after you have stayed for some years, you just want to be you.
Yeah, you...
And then in being you, the real character, the personality type that you are,
will come
begin to display.
You can't hide it.
So when you begin to display, that's when your partner begin to say,
I see.
Is this person the person I married? It's like I made a mistake. Some people say, should I go and wash my face with water again and check? Is this my wife? She was not like this. Yes, the attitude, because marriage actually reveals who we are. The person will begin to come out, the attitude, the character. But what do you do at the partner? You begin to see, how do I help this person? Oh, my wife talks too much. She doesn't have... How do you now help your wife? Oh, the way she doesn't know how do you now? That is what you begin to think, not reacting. Oh, you are like this, you are like this. You start insulting yourself. That is what leads to breakage in this stage. It's very, very important.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. So it's very, very important for us to see how we can help ourselves. In marriage, we help ourselves. We learn from each other on a daily basis. You might be educated, your wife is not educated. How do you carry her along? You are going to a place that you know that your wife, she's not conversant with the place her to. It's for you to be able to educate her. This place we are going, this is what and what and what and what. And then the woman will go there because she wants to learn. She will just behave. Not, see you the other day. That's how you not behave. That's why you do this. You know you are illiterate. You know you are this. You know you are that. You are not bringing out the best in that person. And of course, the person knows that you marry me like this. And she's going to react.
You say you are in love with me.
So
now that you now married me.
So now that you love me, why do you not want me to change? So we correct each other in love. You know, the other time I was saying that there are some things I didn't know when I got married to my husband. And that is why I'm saying that as a bridegroom, as a husband, you are the one that want to bring out what you want to see in your wife. You help the woman to bring her to the standard you actually want. If she's not up to the standard you want, you are the one that will bring that woman up. But in bringing her or bringing him to the standard of what you want to see in your husband, it takes you to now start teaching the person some things. And then the other partner must also be ready to learn. You see, so there were some things my husband was, teaching me, telling me, because one, we all have a background where we are coming from. And the background we are coming from, whether we like it or not, have a long way to also affect who we are and where we are going. So you will not begin to, okay, this is what you should do, this is what you should not do, this is how to live with people, this is not how to live. And as we begin to learn from each other, it was helping me and bringing out the best in me, bringing out the best in him, and it's like that. So not reacting, not, bringing it to a fight or avoiding the person or trying to make the person disvalue the person. There are some people, by the time you will now start talking to the wife, the man will no longer, the man in him will just die. They value the beauty in that woman. There are some women, they are very beautiful, but the man does not see the beauty. Is the other that's her weak point or that her habit that if you're talking about, the woman beauty will disappear. And that's why we are seeing so many people today are falling into a wrong gang. When that woman come around people that can be able to appreciate her beauty, that can be able to tell her what she wants to hear, I tell you, that's why most people are falling. You might be there if you want to ask, but why did I give everything to my wife? Why would she go to that extent or, or fall into adultery or doing what she is not supposed, even though we are not encouraging it. But sometimes as a result of how you are correcting, approach matters a lot. When in this stage, the way you approach your wife, the way you talk to your wife, the way you talk to your husband, to make him change for the things you want to see is very, very important. If you are making her to feel as if she's not important, or the man does not mean anything, is not this, is not that, then of course you are going to see the other side, that little fighting, little anger, little bitterness, little hatred, and even little killings that we are seeing today, which ought not to be.
Okay. Now, if you are there, the truth is that for both of you to move in this direction, there must be an acceptance, the willingness to learn. Now, if your husband keep on telling you, this is the thing you are doing that I feel that you should not do, please learn. Except you don't want the marriage. If you want the marriage, two cannot walk together. Two cannot travel in this journey without coming to a round table and have an agreement, agreeable manner and conduct that both of us can have. You cannot be talking to your wife about some things you don't like and you repeatedly do those things. What do you expect? You can't be talking to your husband. And listen to me, as the head of the house does not mean that your wife have nothing to say. You have to listen, because he has married you as a husband, and there are some things she also have expectation. The woman have expectation about the kind of husband that she wants in her lifetime. And now that she has married you, you are the expectation that she had, desire she had. And for her to be happy and joyfully, to both of you need to harmonize those things together and walk not as different, but walk as one. Carry her along. You know, yesterday we were discussing on radio about the people don't carry each other along.
Yes, not working together.
Not working together. And it's true.
Accountability.
Yes, accountable. Yes. You have to be accountable to your wife. You have to be accountable to your husband. It's accountability in a marriage relationship where it's not there that you have division. When the man is accountable to the wife is accountable to the husband, both of you are accountable to God for the way you relate, you find out that your relationship will grow from one phase to another. Because actually the Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 4 verse 18, the path of the just shine more and more and more and more. Your life will keep on getting brighter and better, getting brighter and better. So it's very important for you to move out of this irritation state. Now, when we talk about this irritation state, you ask, what is irritation? Irritation stage is when you begin to see the person for who the person really is. Now, when you see that, you begin to look at, oh, this person, I didn't know it's like this. A lot of marriages are stuck in that irritation stage. Your wife irritates you, your husband irritates you, because this is not what you expect. Now, I told you, God has not given you a perfect man. God has not given you a perfect woman. Both of you are on a product that is not refined. And how will you refine? You refine your husband or you refine your wife by the words that you speak out of your mouth. That's how you refine your husband. That is how you refine your wife. The book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29 said, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth. That's the instrument of refine. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace to the hearer. Now, how do you minister grace to the hearer? You learn to talk to your wife with respect. Learn to talk to your husband with respect. Honey, oh, I like this, your hair. But you know, the other day when we went, the hair was packed this way. If you pack it this way, it will be better. Express what you want to see. And you be willing to do what your husband wants to see. Now, not it's my life. Leave me alone. It's not your business. Anyhow, I live my life. No, it's not anyhow. Your business becomes my business. And my business becomes your business. You can't say it's not your business. If it's not your business, don't you have a man in your house before you marry this man? You have a brother, you have a father. These are men. Did you marry any of them? No, because his business is your own business. Both of you have actually come into business. And the only way two business partners can succeed is when they work in agreement. Actually, you are in each other's business because marriage is a business. The children are the commodity And that is how marriage is. Both of you are in business.
Two of them are one.
They are one. So you are doing business
It's
together.
only in marriage you see that 1 + 1
It's one. So that's
if you are in a secular school environment, if you say 1 + 1 is 1, you fail.
You fail.
But in marriage, God
1
knows
+
that
1.
two of them are supposed to work together.
Yeah.
Two of them are supposed to be one.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what you have, it belongs to the wife. No matter what the wife has, belongs to the. If two of you begin to see yourself like this, I assure you, the rate at which marriages are decaying will reduce. Because that is what that is what how God begins to see us. God wants from us. So please, in this stage, let's see how we can manage it with using good words. Just like what my husband was saying, the way for you to be able to bring about this change is by using the right word. Even when you see that the attitude or the character that your husband have displayed does not even want you to say anything good. But look at the good side about him and say that good thing. What you want to see is what you say, not what is happening. Speak what you want to see in your husband. Even if your husband is the kind behavior that is behaving, tell him, you see, you are a great man. I know that something good is going to come out of your life. You see this your life, you cannot remain like this.
Because you are married to me. I'm involved.
Because I'm part of your life. The Bible says, he that married a woman, marry a good thing,
so
and not a favor. Me, I'm a favor in your life. You see, good thing must follow you. All these things you are doing now, I'm not seeing all these things. I'm seeing the good because I know you are a great man. I know you are a mighty, I know you are a king. And the way king behave, that is what I want to see. You see, when you are saying all those things, the man might be doing all these things. But when the man will leave that place, there is something that instinct will tell him that, I think this is not all they're in about me. It will begin to change. Even if your husband is a bosser, or your husband, drink, there are some attitude you begin to, don't speak about that thing that you are seeing. I remember a story that we read about a woman. Most times some people, when we share this story, they say, it's not everybody. Yes, that is what we are saying, that you must ask grace from God. If your marriage must succeed, we need the help of God. The place of God cannot be overemphasized in our marriage to succeed. Because it's only God that will give you grace. It's only God that will give you patience. It's only God that will tell you what to do at every point in time for you not to use some words, insulting words on your husband. And what did this woman do? The husband, maybe because he lost his job, which sometimes it happens when people, because as a man, when you are able to take out your responsibility, it makes you to feel very important that you are actually
proud. That's what makes you a man.
Play a part.
That's what makes you the head.
When you are not meeting up to some expectations of things, sometimes it makes some men, when they are unable to control themselves, they start going into maybe drinking, doing all kinds of things, just to take away those. But you see, this man will go out, drink, sometimes come back home drunk. But as he's coming back to the house, the wife knows that the husband, he will come back as he enters the house. He will give the husband food. He will give him water. Do you want to take your bath? He will go and bath. The man will go and bath, eat his food, and then he will help him to the bed. It was not easy, but she was not seeing that man, that situation. That is one. She was seeing a better person out of that man. And she did that for several. Sometimes the man will even want to throw up. The woman will package it, he will do it, and she was praying, she was trusting God for the husband to bounce back to who the husband, actually is before. And as she continued to do that, the man on his own started wondering, why should I continue with this type of life? But if it's some people, he will attack the man, he will fight the man. Some will even lock the door that the man should not come in. But the attitude of the woman, the attitude the woman put up, the what she wants to see in the woman, what she wants to see in the husband, actually, and the man on his own started staying at home, started seeing himself that life he was living will not bring out the best. And that is how both of them put their heads together, started a little business, and the man started managing it. But today, they are happy in their marriage. Why? The attitude the woman put up to be able to help the man. You know that what the man was going through, the man was under influence, a negative influence that was not going to help the family. She also see how will she help the man out of it. She was not insulting the man. She was not telling the man, oh, you are a drunk like some people will do. She was saying, how do I help this man out of this situation that you find yourself? Her attitude, her conversation, the way she was treating the man, make the man to come back and say, this is not all there is about me. He started changing. He started reducing going out. He started reducing his friends that we were going out with. And today, both of them, they are happy, and their children are blessed, going to school, you know, doing what a husband and wife are supposed to do. So as couples, we must see how to help each other. Don't use your word, no matter, even if your husband does not have money. Don't tell you this poor man, you this lazy man. Don't use all those words, because you begin to use those words, the enemy begin to capitalize on that. I remember in our life, there was one certain time that, oh, it looks as if, oh, I was the one, you know, because of little things that was coming out. If I have looked down on my husband, it does not mean that he was not working, but was trusting God, things, doing the will of God, pastoring. But if I have looked at, oh, the little that I was getting, I start looking down on my husband, maybe today I will not be here. Today I will not be enjoying what I'm enjoying today. But we work together as a team. We agree, and both of us begin to move together. You are out there. Don't look down on your husband. Don't look down on your wife. And if your wife is the one that is helping you, use good words. Ah, my wife, you are trying. Thank God for your life. You know, when we were driving that, we're just talking about a couple that we know. How the couple was able to manage the wife. And today, the man is blessed. The woman open up the platform for the man. Open a business. And today, both of them, you will not even know, because of the way he was able to manage the woman. Let not resort to anger and bitterness. You even see some cases, some husband will even be envy their wife. Why will my wife be the one to have money? Why, whatsoever your wife has is for both of you. Whatsoever the husband have is for both of you. So two of you must begin to look inward and look at how to help your husband, how to help your wife. Your wife did not go to school. You know that she didn't go to school before you got married to her. If there's anything you can do to upgrade her in that area, help. Teach the person. You can be teaching the person at home. And you must also be ready to learn. Because there is another thing. Is it now that I'm old and now come and be learning? No. We are never too old to get some information, to get knowledge that will help us to be a better person.
Okay. It's very important. When we talk about the two of you must work together as a team. Don't go away. We'll be back. When we come back, we'll give you more information. This is Reverend Simon Asemota on Me and You Christian Relationship Foundation with Pastor Mrs. Grace Asemota, a wonderful woman, and, well, we've been married for 25 years, and I'm excited that he is my wife. So make sure you do well and take care of your wife, you know, to be the best. What do you think?
And take care of your husband.
Oh,
when you take care of your husband, two of you will just be friends. You know, husband and wife should be friends. You know, we are friends, we are partners. It's just like this morning. Don't tell my husband that I'm telling you this. And so we are coming, say, oh, I say, oh, we need some things at home. And I told him some figure of amount of, you know, that he should bring. He said, wow. Where am I? I said, of course, you know how we are doing it. Just bring what you have. Bring what you have and we'll go with that. You know, because we are friends. You know, but don't say, I've said it. That settles it. It's either you do it or nothing. Then what are you calling for? Wow. So just be friends and both of you will enjoy yourself.
Okay, we'll be coming back. When we come back, we'll continue from stages of marriage that we must go through to get the best. Thank you. It is good to be alive and work together with your partner so that you can arrive at the destination that God has destined for you. Family is everybody's business. When we talk about stages in marriage, it's because in this stage, there's the romance stage where you give thanks, oh, every time the man wants to talk, thank God for my wife. When you leave that stage, that amazing stage, you talk, then you come into the irritation stage. Now, if you don't learn to manage this irritation stage, when you begin to see the person for who or who she is, you begin to see the reality. If you don't manage it very well, you will not have that marriage for a lifetime. Now, if people that does not know how to manage this stage, we break, they will get married. That's why you see somebody, he will be married for up to 4 or 5 times. Why? Because he believes that that person is supposed to be perfect. Now listen to me. Everything God gives to us, he gives it to us not in a raw form. He now use your business to refine that thing to how you want it to be. It doesn't matter whether it be a husband, whether it be a wife, whether it be a tree, everything. The tree that you have is the chair, everything. Look at everything he gives to us. He gives it to us in in a raw manner, and we need to refine it to get the best. The same thing, you need to refine your husband, you need to refine your wife. And how do you do that? You do it in love. You correct each other in love. You open, honesty, transparency, not lying to each other, being truthful, and be trustworthy. A man or a woman of integrity, saying and standing according to your word, not telling your husband something else and you are doing something else. Well, that is how we come. We're talking about these stages in marriage. Hello.
Mm. Another thing that we begin to see also in this stage, rebellion and power struggles.
Mm.
Spouse cannot always live up to each other's expectation.
Mm.
They will disappoint and unintentionally hurt each other. They now become intensively unaware of their differences and may use control strategies to bring back the desired balance. Power struggles are common. Blame, judgment, criticism, and defensiveness
Yes.
are likely outcomes. Fear and anxiety enter the relationship. Couples thinking can narrow into either or, right or wrong, good or bad. Dearly, couples learn about forgiveness and accommodation in this stage. They learn to deal constructively with anger and hurt. A supportive community becomes especially important. This is also the time when individuality and dependency rise to the surface. While the early relationship emphasized a strong sense of we, now couples need to find way to honor autonomy and separateness. They learn how to be an individual in a committed relationship. Couples prayer is often about petition and spontaneous laments. God seems discreet and all responsive and quiet present in this marriage. You see, these are most of the things you begin to see when it comes to this area. Sometimes you discover that in this irritation stage, there is power struggles. Who is this, who is that? You must know in a family, we all have our area of strength. The man, yes, by God design, is the head of the family. The woman is the helpmate. Who comes to help the man? We must be able to know what and what am I supposed to be doing? Where, what and what is my husband supposed to be doing? When husband and wife work together, you know, I remember one certain time when my husband said, oh, yes, I'm the head, but I want, you can take over. You can be the head and bring feeding or take care of feeding, take care of this. I said, God did not design me to be the head. And I cannot start it now. And that is where most people are missing it. As a woman, you are not the head. God did not design you as the head. Don't start taking that position before your husband come. You just go and you can just change the car. You can just do this. Yes, it's good, but your partner must be correct. I told him I was not designed to be the head. I'm designed to be a helpmate. Whatsoever God has laid in his heart to do, I'm there to be able to help, to be able to complement, but not to take the position of headship, because we are not designed for it. And that's why so many people, so many women today are complaining. Because you know, when you carry a load that is not meant for you, it's just a starting point. You will enjoy it, but by the time you walk a long distance, you begin to feel the heaviness. But because the man was designed for it, and that is why he could carry it, he will not complain. He's just doing it at his own pace, and while the woman is there to be able to help. I told him I'm here to be able to assist, to help. So he discovered that as husband and wife, we must know that we all have our different area of strength, where to function. Allow your wife to function. You don't need to start struggling for power. I'm the head. I'm the one that will do this. No. If your wife is one that is good in that area, allow her to do it. Allow him to be able to do it. There should be no power towards in your home or being rebellious in your home. It's for both of you to see how you can work together. In this stage, you must learn to forgive one another. Forgiveness is very important. That you must know that your wife will offend you. Your husband will get you angry, because those are character traits that is in the person. The person will get at you the way you don't like it, but you must be ready to let go. You must be ready to forgive. The book of Baba God says, if you have any hurt against anybody, he said, first of all, go and settle your differences for. Forgive the person before you come back to my house and even offer a sacrifice unto me. So if your husband hurt you, at this stage, you must be able to let go immediately. Forgive the person of what you have done. Accommodate. This time is the time for you to accommodate each other. The woman you are seeing today, this is not this is not who my father gave to him. What he has made out of me, that I am today. The same thing, when I marry my husband, this is not him. But it's what we have made out of each other that we are seeing today. We must learn to accommodate each other's weaknesses and our strength in this stage. Not begin to, it's not a time to begin to blame each other because you begin to, because you didn't do it well, that is why it did not work. It's not a time to blame each other. Even though it will come up in this stage, but it's for you to now begin to see, how do you now help that person? Don't be fault finder, be path finder. Don't start looking for only fault, what your wife does. There are some people, it's only the aspect that your wife, that is what you keep. This food was not sweet, and this one was not. The one that was sweet that you cooked, did you compliment it? Did you appreciate it? And say, this food was very sweet today. How did you? So you did, not only when she forgot to put salt, or maybe she forgot to put pepper, that is when you start saying. So there's a way we correct each other that can bring. So it's not time for power struggle. Your husband will buy television, then you will come back and buy a bigger one, the one that is bigger than your husband. So you're not in competition. Don't struggle for power, even if you have what it takes. There was a lady that was discussing with us, that if a car got spoiled and she repair it once, twice, she can decide to just buy without not telling the husband. The husband can travel. Before she comes back, she will change all the furniture, she will do. Yes, it was good. But you see, if you don't carry the man along, the man is going to see that, are we struggling power? Are you trying to show that you have? So things must be done in a way that both parties will appreciate it. It's not a time to now be independent. I can take care of it myself, with or without a man. If you continue with that, after some time, the importance of your husband will not be seen. The importance of your wife will not be seen. The value for your wife and for your husband will begin to diminish without you not knowing it. So let's avoid rebellious and power struggle in this stage in our marriage.
Wow. Let's avoid power struggle in our marriage. Working together as a team, bring the best out as a team. You can't say because you are, if you look at the football game, you find that everybody know what to do. Husband know your area of strength, wife know your area of strength, and both of you should work together as a team. At the end of the day, you will have success. It's very important. Well, you'll be listening to Reverend Simon Asamota and Pastor Grace Asamota on Me and You Christian Relationship Foundation. I have something that I'll share with you. We have written books. We have a Irritation Center where we have the Marriage Academy. We have the church in that place, New World Assembly. We have the school there. We have so many other things. The marriage school is there. Now, a lot of things is happening in the Irritation Center. I want to inform you, we'll be having a program on the 19th to the 22nd of this month of August.
Next
Month of August. Today, not first. Okay. Well, on the 19th of August, we have been going to be having this program. I want to specially invite you. It's at Irritation Center by Mopo Junction in Federal Capital Territory. Irritation Center by Mopo Junction, just by Veterinary Road there. If you drop at Mopo Junction, Veterinary Road, you will get to Irritation Center. Or you can call us on our phone that will appear in the studio on your TV screen where we can communicate. We have written books and we have a bookshop in that place. Or you are having program you want us to come and share thoughts with your people on family life. This is what we have given our life to, and for the past 20 years we've been on this journey of marriage. And I tell you something, it has been a glorious time in God's presence. I want you to know that God has a plan for your life, and the plan of God concerning your life will not be aborted. These are some of our books on your screen and a lot of other things that you will get to know about us as you partner with us. We also partner with organizations that we are into, that are into you having issue in your marriage, fertility issue. We partner with organizations where we also give scholarship to be able to help, you know, and to push your life forward so you can have a child that you desire. All of these things are awaiting you. And in this program, we register with 2,000 naira, and the first 20 person that will come, we have a book, Marriage Killers. It's one of my latest book, and you can get it for free. Or you want to partner with us to say, oh, how can I be a blessing in this program? I think that when you call us, and we can work together, because actually marriage in the first institution that God ordained and created, and we need to uphold it. It's above any religion, it's above any constitution of any country. Marriage is number one. And I want to let you know, if you work for the good of your marriage, you are actually working for the good of your life. Hello, girlfriend, what do you have to say?
This program, I want to, you know, join my husband to be able to invite you. We are looking at a total family, building a total family. The youth are not also left out. That is a single. If you are not married, it's not only just for married people. If you are not married, you need to come so that you come and learn. And the people that are going to be, you know, teach you, they are people that have experience. Some have been married for 42 years, some are 35 years, some are 37 years, some are 25 years. That is going to be teaching you with their life, with what they have gone through and what have kept them, and they are still together. So you need to come for that program. If you are a young man, this is holiday, you come for the program. You know, take that time. It's from on Thursday to Sunday, and on Sunday of it will be an anniversary Thanksgiving where we'll be giving glory to God. So as you come, your marriage will not remain the same. You can't hear those words of experience from those great people, and your marriage will fail.
No.
Our desire is that your marriage will not fail.
Amen.
Don't look at the 2,000. The 2,000 you are paying cannot be compared to what you are going to gain. You know, that is just for registration, for you to get a material to be able to write. So when you come, your life, the venue again is Irritation Center. If you stay in Abuja, it's in Yanyan Federal Housing Estate. The phone number there, call those numbers, and it will be communicated to you how you can get to that place. Enjoy yourself this period, and I tell you, your marriage will receive a turnaround.
Okay, until I see you again in our next edition, this Reverend Simon and Samantha and Pastor Grace and Samantha say we love you and God love you best. Thank you for always being a part of our program. God bless you.
God bless you.